The honourable member for Vermilion Lloydminster.
Well, thank you, Mr. Speaker, and thank you to my colleagues for allowing me the opportunity to briefly address a few remarks to this issue. And I certainly concur with everything that has been said by the previous speakers about the gravity and the seriousness of family violence, and that this is a scourge that we must work constantly to erase from our province. But I do want to address one aspect of this that has not been addressed thus far, and it is one that is very familiar, sadly, to me, and that is that animal abuse is a part of domestic family violence, and that animals are members of our families. And in fact, in many homes, animals act as the silent sentinels for a more dangerous situation that exists within our homes. And sadly, many people who are experiencing family violence do not flee an abusive situation out of concern for family pets that they can't take with them. And that, Mr. Speaker, is a concern. Now, it's a concern that thankfully has been recognized by some agencies. For example, the Calgary Humane Society and the Calgary Police Service are working together already to try to erase some of the problems and to recognize in an early intervention way that animal abuse is an early indicator of a propensity for domestic abuse. This has been known for centuries, and it is time that we included animal abuse in the conversation. So as a veterinarian, speaking for the silent, speaking for those who also suffer abuse at the hands of those they are supposed to love, the ones they are supposed to trust, I ask everyone to consider that if we're going to effectively address family violence, let's address the violence and the abuse that is directed at all members of the family, whether they have 2 legs or 4. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.